So it's about time that I start painting my Don't Look Back miniatures, because I really want to play this game, and I have issues with playing a game that I have not painted yet. Forgive me, I'm still having kind of an issue with my throat, so I do sound a little weird. I don't really have to explain what's going on here. We've seen it. We're doing a little bit of Slapchop. We're just adding a dry brush of a subtly brighter white over top the highest parts of each model. And I'm still using Pro Acryl for this. Once I was done with that, I decided to go with red for all of the viscera, whatever the hell this stuff is. I still have to look up the lore on this thing, but when I open up the box for the Quorum, I really thought, man, I really want to paint this because it looks disgusting. So what I'm doing here is I've actually gone in and I'm using a huge brush, as you can see, just to show you that you don't need a fancy special brush to make a paint job turn out decent. So I'm using the blue from the Vinci V set, and then I'm using the dark red from the Pro Acryl set, and I'm doing a little bit of wet blending on the legs to make it look like his suit is blending in. Now it's going to be burnt red. And then I'm touching up the tie and the shirt underneath, and we're going to do that with ivory as well, because we're going to darken that down a little bit. Now, moving on, I went in and did Plague Bearer flesh for the all of the skin, and this is the only Citadel paint I use besides a wash. Washes don't count though. So I went in and painted his tie red because, you know what, it just looks smart that way. We're gonna leave red tie. I like red tie. I have an obsession with red ties for some reason. Now I'm using a actually, no, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I forgot I used Gargite Sewer on his hair to make the job quick as well. Now I've mixed some of that blue in with a lighter blue. This is all Pro Acryl. I mixed the Vinci V Payne's Gray with the dark gray blue, and I'm using that to do the raised areas to make them look a little bit brighter. Now the reason for this is I'm going to do a little bit of OSL, and I'm also going to do a wash over top of it. Well, I'm not going to wash the suit. I decided not to wash the suit. This is the part, however, that took the longest, and I actually swapped out to a smaller brush for it, as you can see. Now what I was doing here is I'm just picking out all of the bones and the spines and all of that, and I'm doing all of that in white, and I'm not necessarily being very neat with it. We don't need anything neat. What we need is just we need it to stick out as white, as being white. And the reason why is we're going to hit it all with the airbrush for like kind of an OSL effect. Now I did go ahead and do skeleton bone for all of the bones that are in the whatever viscera or blood. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it's cool as hell. I really need to read the lore on it because it's neat. So we're doing skeleton horde for all of the bones, because any bones that don't get covered by the airbrush, I would like them to look worn and nasty, which is fits everything. Now I did do a little bit of Agrax Earthshade, as you can see right there on the face and the skin and on his shirt and tie, and that's just to darken everything down. And then I am going in with Astro Granite Debris, which is a texture paint, and I kind of just want to make it look like a parking lot or something similar. So after painting up the Astro Granite, which it was a little bit hard to get the Astro Granite into the different reaches, so next time I do something like this, I'll probably put the texture paint on first. But it's going to be covered by mostly red, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, this is what it looks like after the airbrush. I don't have a camera near my airbrush. I don't have the ability to set one up near my airbrush, but this is what it is. This is what it comes out to be. And I'm going to lift it up here because it's kind of hard to see from the bottom side, which is the important part. Anyway, so I had fun. It was a quick paint job. I really like the way it turns out, and if you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate the support, and we will see you on the next video, everyone. Thank you for watching.